In Salem, the tension around E.J. DiMera's shooting is continuing to dominate. E.J. has already undergone hypnosis with Marlena Evans once, but his memory was blurry. He remembered someone holding the gun but couldn't make out the face. The strange detail was what he said in the flashback. "Why don't you give that to me?" That line didn't sound like something he'd say to an adult adversary. Instead, it was gentle and almost coaxing, like he was trying to get a dangerous object out of the hands of a child. This has raised a chilling possibility that Rachel Black, who has already been acting out and lashing at people, may have been the one with the gun that night. The idea of Rachel being the shooter is explosive. She doesn't consciously remember doing it, which makes sense if the event was too horrific and her mind suppressed the memory. Kids can block out traumatic incidents, especially when guilt or fear is involved. Marlena, who is always careful about making assumptions, can't ignore what she's seeing. Belle Black presses Marlena about her suspicions, but Marlena knows this truth would devastate Rachel and her family if it came out. E.J., on the other hand, has no intention of handling this delicately. He wants answers and leverage. He even moves to subpoena Marlena to testify in court, putting her in an incredibly difficult position where her ethics as a doctor may clash with the law. Meanwhile, E.J. continues to act like a shark in the courtroom. His cross-examinations are brutal, and when he takes it too far with Chanel Dupree DiMera, Johnny DiMera has had enough. Johnny is already disillusioned with the trial and his father's methods, and after E.J. crosses that particular line, Johnny fires him as his attorney. This father-son rift could get even worse since E.J. is the type who doesn't handle rejection or defiance well. Outside of the trial, Belle is disheartened. She's feeling like love has been nothing but disappointment and mistakes in her own life. Even so, she tries to turn her pain into wisdom. She gives Holly Jonas and Tate Black advice about avoiding the errors she made, urging them to protect their young relationship and not repeat history. Later, Belle and Johnny commiserate, both weighed down by the chaos surrounding them. In another corner of Salem, Xander Kyriakis is once again a prize at the center of drama. Now that he's legally separated from Sarah Horton, Gwen von Leuskner tries to cement her position with him. Gwen wants to mark her territory and remind people that she's the one who belongs with Xander. Sarah, however, refuses to stand back quietly. She throws Gwen off balance by reminding her that she isn't the only competition. Gabby Hernandez was also flirting with Xander recently at the bistro. This sets up a fiery face-off between Gwen and Sarah, as old wounds and resentments resurface. Elsewhere, Chad DiMera's kindness is about to circle back in unexpected ways. He recently helped Kat Green when she was sick, showing her compassion and support. Soon, Chad himself falls ill, likely after being exposed while taking care of her. When the tables turn, Kat steps up to nurse him through it. That creates an intimate situation where Chad and Kat's bond deepens. For Chad, who's been struggling with grief and loneliness, this could be the start of a new emotional connection, though it may come with complications. Meanwhile, Leo Stark finds himself with an unusual new roommate connected to the trial. His juror roommate is a man named Adam who turns out to be a huge body and soul superfan. Adam remembers Leo from his acting days and is thrilled to meet him. For Leo, who loves attention and thrives on admiration, this gives him an opportunity to bask in recognition. This quirky friendship could lead to some entertaining moments and perhaps even give Leo an unexpected ally. On the Sophia Choi side of the story, she's still tangled up in lies. She talks with Ariana Horton about how things haven't gone the way she expected since giving birth. She doesn't confess the truth, that the adoption plan is a sham and that Melinda Trask is orchestrating everything, but she does lean on Ari for support. Ari pushes her to move forward, let go of Tate and focus on herself, but Sophia can't do that. She's still emotionally attached to both the baby and Tate. That becomes painfully clear when Tate is crushed by the supposed adoptive parents' rejection of his request to see the baby. Tate doesn't realize the letter came from Melinda, not real adoptive parents, so he believes his chance is gone. Sophia comforts him, and in the process, they share a close, emotional moment that ties her to him even more. This tangled mess is only growing worse because Sophia and Melinda are essentially weaving a web of lies that can't hold forever.